Welcome, welcome, welcome to Straight Talk with Shelia. I am glad that you are here. Thank you for those who connect with me weekly and those who talk back to me. I love the conversation. I love a dialogue. I love to get to know more about you, how you're handling things and handling life, and sharing your tips and things that you've overcome, things that you've gone through. My goal as your coach is to help you find joy, help you find meaning in your life, help you to bounce back better, help you to be resilient. And that is what we're going to talk about today. We're focusing on the theme, I will choose. And yes, I want you to choose, ladies. I want you to choose, gentlemen. I want you to choose wisely. The power is in you to choose. You have the power within to choose. You have the power of choice. So make sure you choose and choose wisely. It is so critical that we make better choices. It is so important that we learn from our mistakes or challenges and quote unquote failures, because I don't believe there are any failures. If you're able to pull the lessons out of it, there are no failures. You just found out that's one way. I can't do that again. But you pull the lessons from it. So in choosing resilience, you may be wondering, you hear this word, what exactly does resilience look like anyway? So resilience is you coping with life challenges and being able to overcome, being able to rise above your circumstances and life setbacks. We're all going to experience setbacks in life. And I want you to know that choosing resilience, choosing to pull the lessons out, learning from it, and moving forward, is saying to yourself, I will not be a victim. I will not have a victim mindset. I will not think like, woe is me, it's little old me. Yes, you can have a little pity party. You're allowed. But how long are you going to stay there? You're not supposed to stay in the pity party too long. You stay there to identify and address your feelings, and yes, have compassion with yourself and address that. Yes, it stung, it hurt. That experience bothered me. That experience really got under my last nerve. It hurt my feelings. It made me feel bad. It made address your feelings. I'm not saying ignore it. I'm saying now that you've addressed it, then what? What are you going to do? What are you going to do to move forward? I was having a conversation with a young lady that I pray with, and she was sharing with me about a young man who has gone through some very challenging things in his life, and his mom is at her wit's end, just trying to figure out how to help him pull through it. And I know resilience is not something that comes easy for everybody. For some, it's innate, it's born, it's in you. But I want you to know it's in all of us. It's just a matter of, for those of you who haven't discovered it yet, for those of you who haven't tapped into it yet, it is time that you do. And this young man is really struggling to move forward from a painful experience. And the mom is at her wit's end. He's in therapy, and that's a good place to start. But the next thing is, the things that you're learning, don't just learn them, walk them out. Put them into practice. It may be a little shaky as you're doing it, but you've got to put it into practice. You've got to sit down and reflect on the pain, reflect on what happened, reflect on it, and know that there are lessons in that experience. Know that your pain is your teacher. Pain has a lot of lessons. You may not be able to look at it and get the lessons right away, and that's okay. But what resilience is from that pain is reframing what has happened to you, reframing your experience, see it differently. And I've said before, and you'll hear me say it again in time over time, if you're in the frame, you cannot see the picture. So you've got to give yourself permission to step outside of what has happened to you and pretend as if it's a friend that has gone through what you've gone through, and tell yourself what you would tell your friend, how you would encourage your friend. Tell yourself that. So first you're going to reframe what has happened to you. And then in the reframe, you're going to train your mind to this new way of how to look at it. Look at it from a solution perspective. Look at it to say, to yourself, these are the things that I've learned, and these are the things that I am going to put in place going forward. So my point of this conversation to you is to remind you, you have power within. You have all you need on the inside, and you've got to find it. You've got to dig deeper, and you have the power of choice. So I'm asking you to choose wisely today and choose resilience today. You may have gone through a job loss. You may have gone through a divorce. You may have gone through some kind of setback in life, and you're feeling like, woe is me. It's time. It's time to get up off that couch. It is time to look in the face of your adversity and pull the lessons. And if you're having trouble, find a therapist. But if you've gone through with a therapist, but you still need ways to come up and move from surviving to thriving, that's where I come in as your coach, to offer you a roadmap and to be on the journey with you as your tour guide, to help you figure out the next right action step so that you can find meaning out of what has happened to you. Because what has happened to you happened for you. And my goal as your coach is to help you realize what has happened for you in that experience. When I think of resilience, I think of problem solving. I'm a problem solver, y'all. As I hear things people are going through, my sister is like that too. As we hear people talk about they're going through this and they're going through that, as they're talking, our minds are turning. Oh, you can do this, maybe that. Have you tried this? Have you tried that? And my goal as your coach is to help you implement something that comes organically from you through a brainstorming session. We figure it out. What's the best next right step? I am your coach. I am your sister, and I see resilience down on the inside of you. You may not be able to identify it right now, but brother, my sister, know that it's in you. Your creator, your designer, your manufacturer built you with all that you need down on the inside. And I'm here to help you find it. So let's get this done. Let's do it together so that you can rise above your situation, whatever those situations are. See it differently and move forward in a healthy, meaningful way. Choose resilience today. Have a great day, and may God bless you. Bye-bye.